I want to put one of those dreaded glass screen protectors on my phone. This is not the kind that has a sticky back. This is the kind that you put on with glue. It comes in a whole kit, and I've done this before, but it's been a couple of years. When I did my first one, I didn't do it quite right, but it still stayed on for a couple of years. And then I did my husband's and then my mom's, and they came out perfectly. So we're going to go through this from start to finish. The first thing we want to do is we want to protect our work surface. So I've laid a towel down here that I don't care about. My phone is a Note 8 and it's waterproof. So I've already taken the cover off and I've washed it. Now we're going to do more than just wash it. So if there's fingerprints on it, that's okay. I haven't even opened this yet because I want to go through the whole process with you. These are so intimidating because if you do it wrong, sorry about that, my dog sees a squirrel. You can take them back off, get another screen protector, use the kit you've got here, and start over. So we've got our instructions, and you want to read them thoroughly. We've got, this is alcohol swabs. This is lint removers. This is, I don't remember what it is, but we'll find out when we read the directions. Oh, this is the cord for the light. This light sets the glue. So until we actually do the light, the glue will not be set and hardened. So that's kind of cool. This is a UV light. I think that's what it's called. So if I use the wrong terms, please forgive me. I am not a professional at this, but that's kind of the point here, is that anybody can do these. So key is the proper preparation. That includes reading the instructions from beginning to end. We want to work in an area that doesn't have a lot going on in it, because once your phone is clean and you're ready to put the glue and the screen on, you don't want any lint at all getting under it. You have one shot at this and you can't pull it up and remove lint and stick it back down. It's not like those sticky backed ones. So these are the alcohol swabs, and we will be using those. I forgot to get a wall wart for this, so let me go grab that. I didn't want to do any preparation before we started here because I wanted you to see everything we do. Okay, I got just a standard wall wart. These are dust remover stickers. So after we've wiped it all down with alcohol, we use these little stickers to just spot stick any dust off of there. This is our frame, and they gave us 2 glue things. These are kind of interesting the way they work. And in here is our screen protector. So we want to pop that out and put the frame back together, just so we remember how it goes. If you set it apart in 2 pieces, you may not remember exactly how it goes. Now I have not pre-read the directions because I did not open the package before I started this video. So I'm going to take a minute and just read through the directions. Okay, so you are going to want to read through your directions once thoroughly before you start. But since I've done this before, I'm just going to go step by step. So it wants us to take an alcohol swab and clean the phone thoroughly. I'm going to start with the screen side. And I think I should remove the S Pen here. Last time this ruined my S Pen, and I had to order a new one. Then I'm going to do the edges. My hands are clean. And then I'm going to do the back too. Then these white things are for wiping the phone down afterwards. Once again, I started with the screen side, and now I'm going to do the back. And we just want this all clean and perfect. And then just wipe one way, just to get off as much as we can. We want this screen as perfect as possible. You want to get any lint, smears, specks, anything off. This is the time to do it. If you leave fingerprints on it, they will show. So make it look like a new phone. Okay, now I'm going to set that one aside. And I believe I put this in the frame now, but I'm just going to check with the instructions. Okay, insert the device in the bottom tray without touching the screen and close it with the top tray. And it doesn't actually latch, but it fits on there nice and securely. Insert the pin. Now I'm going to pick this up as a unit without touching the screen in the hole in the top part of the tray. Up here. That's the correct way. We put the phone in, we put the top on, we put this right here. And there's a reason for that. Put the position bridge. Let me find that. Where did it go? It might still be in here. Ah, there it is. It was part of the case. Can you see that? Let me make sure the camera can see that. It was hiding in here. I took the top off and I found it. So this is what it looks like. This is the position bridge. So now I'm going to put my top back on. Oh, now it fits even more securely. And the pin is still in there. Now the position bridge goes right there. There's two little slots right there that it fits into. And that's where our glue is going to go. Open the top colored cap of the adhesive and place it in the round hole in the position bridge. So I'm just going to turn it upside down right there. And it pushes down into there to lock a little bit. Nothing is leaking out yet. Open the bottom cap to release the adhesive. I'm going to see if I can zoom in a little bit. And we open the bottom cap. We don't take it off, we just open it. And the adhesive is releasing. Okay. Now we wait 30 seconds. Do not press down on this or tell the adhesive where to go. I'm a little unlevel here. I can tell by the way it's flowing. Okay. After removing the tag side of the screen protector, it's in a sleeve here, and we don't want to touch it. So I'm just going to lay it right there. Okay, so after 30 seconds, we're going to remove the bridge and the glue stick. So we'll hold down on the top tray so we can pull the bridge out and remove the whole thing. And I'm not timing it, I hope you are. Okay. I think it's been about 30 seconds. Yep, that's all the way open. All the glue is out. There's nothing dripping. I'm going to zoom back out so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, Now hold the tray here and pull the bridge out. Lay that aside. Now, taking the screen protector, it has a tab here. We're going to remove the tab side. Oops. Okay. Now, remember which side we just removed the adhesive from. After removing the tag, that is the back side, from the back side of the tempered glass, place the glass in the bottom of the top tray on top of the pin. So we're going to place it Is that right? Oh yeah, that's right, because we don't want to cover our speaker or anything. So there's two little dots. Did I show you the two dots? Where's this? There's two little dots in the bottom here, and there's a cutout. I know that's hard to see. There's a cutout in the top. That top is going to go across the speaker so that we can still hear. So holding the top down, I have this still up at the top. I'm going to set the top down. It just connected with the glue, and I set it down. Now it's sitting on this pin. Pressing down on the bottom of the tray, which slants the bottom of the tray, the adhesive has flown to the bottom. Once the adhesive meets the glass tray and the adhesive spreads to the marked areas on the instructions, that shows right here, then take your hand off and put the bottom tray back to where it was. After that, remove the pin in the top part of the top tray. So right now the adhesive is only touching down here at the bottom. I'm just going to hold it steady and remove the pin. Now instantly the rest of the glass dropped down. The rest of the glue is moving. I don't know how well that's showing up, but the glue is moving towards the top. Okay, give it 80 seconds for the adhesive to spread. So don't help it, just let it do its thing. I just want to make sure it's sitting level. Since I do have it on a towel, it could be a little off level. Ooh, I did it a little out of order. Evidently I was not supposed to remove the pin yet. But every other time I've done it, the glue stayed in a circle right here, and so when I dropped the bottom down, I had to wait for the glue to flow to it, but the glue was already flowing towards the bottom, so it adhered to the bottom very quickly. So now we're just waiting for it to get to the top. And it should spread on its own. Oh, I forgot to show you the step of what these dust remover stickers are. So after we had cleaned it and placed it in here, if we saw any lint or dust or anything on the screen, that's what we would use these for, is just to pop that off of there with the sticker. I'm just going to hold it up and give it time to spread itself. This is a large phone, and one tube of glue, it's asking a lot of one tube of glue to spread over the whole phone. Now, if this doesn't work, I can take the screen back off and I can clean it, and I have a second tube of glue, so I could start this whole process over. Not all kits give you a second tube of glue, but this one does. So if I don't do it right or don't get it right the first time, I can try again. We'll have a good inch or so to go. I've never had it happen quite like this, but I do see that it's still moving minutely. The problem was that when the glue dribbled, it ran towards the bottom. It ran towards the bottom of the screen, and there wasn't enough left up here. It should have fallen down and just stayed in a pool right here, but it didn't do that. Ideally, it would have stayed in a pool right here. Then I would have just pushed on the bottom here a little bit. It would have run down until it connected with the screen. Then we pull the pin out and it just flows. But of course, when you're on camera, nothing works perfectly, does it? But it's still moving. It's getting there. Let's see if we can see it. Yeah, see, it's getting closer. We can see it in the reflection from the light above. It's getting very close. Once it reaches the top corners, we're done, because it's already down in the bottom corners. Just trying to let gravity help us a little bit here. It's so close. This has been way more than 80 seconds. Just giving it a tiny bit of pressure here, just to try to get it up there, because there's plenty of glue under the screen. I just got to get it to move up there and not let go of what I'm doing. While I'm doing this, I'm keeping a close eye on the speaker and the front-facing camera, because I don't want to cover them with glue. If I do, I can clean it off. There is a way to clean it off. Look at how close we are. See right there, that corner? It's almost there. It's going to make it. I did get the tiniest of bubbles right there. Let's see if we can catch them. Yeah, I think we can see them right there. The tiniest of bubbles. And the first time I did this, I had like 7 bubbles right there, and I tried squeegeeing them out with the credit card. Not the thing to do. Don't do that. Ah, there we go. Just using the slightest amount of pressure. Okay, we're all the way up in the corners now. So now the directions say, let's see, use the UV light to cure the device which is attached to the tempered glass for 15 seconds for the top part by the speaker and 15 seconds for the bottom part by the home button for the primary curing process. So now we're going to bring the light over this. And we're going to turn the light on. I'm holding those corners down just to make sure they stay glued. That one's done. Now we're going to come down to the bottom and we're going to do it for 15 seconds. The button is right here. Can you see that? Oh, nope, I'm off screen again. The button is right here. So we'll just let that sit for 15 seconds. Okay, now it says, wait, I'm just going to give the top a few more seconds without my fingers in the way. Now it says to remove the device from the bottom tray and use the UV light to cure the device, which is attached to the tempered glass, for 30 seconds for the top part and 30 seconds for the bottom part for the secondary curing process. Total curing time is 45 seconds for the top by the speaker and 45 seconds for the bottom by the home button. So I'm going to go ahead and remove it from the tray. If it's not glued to the tray, sometimes that happens. So the old kits used to come with sponges that went into the sides to absorb the extra glue. Yeah, all the glue that ran to the bottom glued this puppy together. That's why we take it out before it's fully cured, or your phone will be forever glued into the tray. See all the glue in the bottom there? That's all over the back of my phone. I'm going to clean some of that up before we keep curing. You don't want to take an alcohol swab to the front of your phone or around the edges of the screen yet. But I've got to clean some of that off the back. That is all glue all over my camera, but it's not cured yet because it hasn't been exposed to the UV light. Okay, now it's all over my fingers. Okay, I'm not going to touch my phone yet. We're just going to turn this back on. Yeah, the old kits came with foam pads that went in right here. And this one has the space for it, but they went between your phone and this case, and they absorbed any extra glue. But this kit didn't have them. Okay, so we're done setting the glue. Oh, and if you ever have to take this glass off, be very, very careful because it breaks like a windshield. So you need to take it off over a garbage can, and you use your fingernails and slowly lift it from the corners to remove it. But if you try to take it off quickly or suddenly, just tear it off, you could damage your screen and cut yourself. It is glass. This is glass. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take, let's see, I got most of the glue off before I finished setting it. So we're just going to take this last alcohol swab and we're just going to clean up all the edges, make sure there's no glue left on there, make sure our ports are clean, our speaker's clean, which it was, but what you don't want to do is rub for too hard or too long along the edges of the screen protector with the alcohol swab, because this loosens the glue and you don't want to loosen the glue on the edges. You can rub gently for just a few seconds, but not for too long. Okay, and then we take one of these and we'll just do the final cleaning. So, as you can see, we have all the glue off the back. My speakers look good. This looks good. And I have actually gotten glue in that speaker before and was able to clean it all out. So that looks really, really good. I have 3 little air bubbles right here. I don't know if you can see them, if the camera can even pick them up. They're so tiny. Oh, I think I just saw them. But anyway, it looks fantastic. All right, and there we go. And we're all done. And then I get to put my new blue case on and just pop that right in there. And then I am back in business. So there you go. There is a total amateur DIY glass phone screen protector installation. And let's make sure the phone still works. There we go. Phone still works. If you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. I do my best to answer everything, and let me know what you think. I will talk to y'all soon. See you next week. Bye-bye. So I'm doing this part of the video with the phone that I was working on, mainly because I want to see how well the camera cleaned up and how well it's working. But I just want to say that if your kit comes with the foam pads that go on the sides, you definitely want to use those, because those will take care of all the excess glue that went onto the back of my phone and made for a little more cleanup. It will also protect different parts of your phone better. This kit, you know, I bought it during the pandemic. Things were hard to come by. This was not my first choice in kits, and it was also very expensive. But the other thing that all the other kits I've used have come with is stickers that go over the important ports of your phone. They go over the speakers and over the camera and things like that. So it just helps make sure that no glue will get in those ports. So if you have those stickers, if you have those foam pads, use them. The other thing that was really funny is 2 of the phones that I did, it wasn't long after the screens were installed that the screens were getting really scratched up and they were looking terrible. And the screen should not look this terrible or that terrible. And we just couldn't figure it out, because glass screens should not scratch so easily. My husband's was particularly bad, and he's very careful about where he puts his phone. And I was looking at it maybe 2 months after we did his screen protector, and I mean, it looked like he had the cheapest plastic screen on there and that it had been through the war. But I started looking at it, and on the outside of the glass screen, they had put just a sticky film to be removed at the end of all this, and we didn't know it. So I peeled that off, and it was beautiful. So check to see, you know, once it's all installed and done and the glue is completely set, check to see if there is, it's like a thin plastic film over your screen, and if there is, just peel that off. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful, and that's my goal. So I will see y'all soon. Bye-bye.